Gary Stannett, MBE. Gary, thank you for joining us here today at Harlequins. First up, tell us a little bit about Active Communities.
Okay, Active Communities is a charity based in central London that really has got the aims and objectives of using sport, arts, cultural activity to engage kids in some of the more sort of socially and economically deprived communities in London. Really to get them involved in sort of proactive sporting activities, get them involved in music, leisure, something that will keep them off of the streets, but also give us an opportunity to work with them around their personal, social developments, talk about some of the issues they may face in life. Things like school exclusions, maybe drug and alcohol use, or even just where they want to go with their lives. With the 16 plus age group, Active Communities really works to promote education, training and entry routes into employment so that young people have actually got something positive to work towards.
So Gary, post-Olympics, for an organisation that believes in the power of sport to change people's lives, it's a fantastic time for you.
Absolutely. I mean, the success of the Olympics has really given a lot of the focus on sport, and young people in particular, given our own 2012 sort of commitment to an Olympics legacy and the Mayor's commitment to getting more young people involved in sport. Really works well for Active Communities. We tend to work in areas where there are a lack of facilities, where maybe coaches don't normally get involved. But clearly we've got a commitment now from the sporting bodies, from not just rugby, but from sort of the Olympics movement, from Sport England, about taking sport into some of those communities and to use it to try and get young people's passion up, and get them to engage with clubs and progression pathways. And you never know, we may find one or two serious athletes at the end.
I know you've been working with football for a while. Rugby, however, is a new sport for you, for Active Communities. Tell me about the summer pilot and the work with Premier Rugby.
Okay, we've been working with Premier Rugby to really look at how we can use the game of rugby union in some of those communities that wouldn't normally traditionally be associated with the game or have an opportunity to play. From our point of view, we feel that rugby has quite a unique place in the sense that it is very much around channeling aggression, it's around teamwork, it's about self-control and discipline. In many ways, it's a natural fit for the work that we're trying to do with young people on some of the housing estates around London. We've just tried a pilot with 3 of the Premier Rugby clubs, in particular Harlequins, Saracens, London Irish, working in 4 London boroughs. We've been working in Hounslow, Westminster, Croydon and in Southwark. Really to test out the touch version of the game and really to try and get young people to get a feel for rugby, with a view that from this pilot we can take the lessons on to a much more established programme in the future.
And the programme has been about attracting boys or boys and girls into through rugby?
Well, Active Communities works with both genders, so we've not really targeted at any particular cohort or group. We work with boys and girls aged 11 through to 19. We've tried running the pilot with the younger age group, with the older age group. We've done girls only sessions, we've done mixed sessions. It was really to get a feel for who out there would be interested in playing the game and getting involved in the programme. The results, which I think have been very successful, have given us actually a very mixed bag. You know, a range of age groups want to get involved. We've had boys and girls involved. The fact that we've had female coaches, I think, has made a bit of an impact as well. So yeah, we kind of target, and it's open access for any young people living on the estates that we're working in.
Tell me, the pilot's been successful. Where do you go next with this?
I think the next thing for us is to work with some of our strategic partners and funders. We'll be talking to people around the Mayor's office. We'll be talking to some corporates to really seek to see whether there's a commitment to moving this programme forward. From there, I think ourselves and Premier Rugby will be looking to get some dedicated resources based within the clubs to go out and actually make these programmes year-round, so that it's not just touch or taster, that there will actually be a progression pathway in terms of rugby, maybe into tag and into sevens, linking up with RFU clubs locally so that young people can actually take part in formal rugby on a regular basis, but also to bring some of those sort of youth work and education skills in the clubs, so that the power and the remit of the brand of a Harlequins or a London Irish can actually kind of mean something to young people, and through that we get a chance to work on their own personal skills, communication skills, education, especially those young people who may be out of formal education or may have problems in any way, shape or form, either with the authorities, with the police,